All right. Good evening, everybody. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of conflicts, chaos, and confusion. So we are going to jump right into it. I think first up is this whole 50 Cent and T.I. situation. So yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take over and explain to the people exactly what's going on. 50 back into it with somebody.
So basically, I forgot what podcast Ti was on, but I guess it came up that um basically they was asking him. I don't know how I got on the verses. I ain't gonna lie, but basically they was asking Ti like who he'll go up against, and he was just like, I done told y'all before. He was like, I didn't got with him before. He was like, it's 50 Cent, but he ducking me.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, he don't want the smoke. So he was like, "Hey, that's who I want to go to the verses with. And of course, in 50 Cent fashion, he seen the podcast or whatever and responded back on social media like 50 like to do, and pulled up some old clips of T.I.
What
And
were the clips of?
I can't even remember. It was some commercial T.I. was doing or something. I ain't
A
gonna lie.
commercial.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was something like that. Then he was just like basically keep his name out of his mouth and all that. So we know the last time when T.I. called him up before. That's been a couple of years, right?
That was back when the verses and all that stuff was hot. So
Yeah.
that was like, yeah, a couple years ago, because I think the verses all that became hot when like around that Corona time.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been a couple years.
So you remember last time he was saying T.I. catalog ain't big enough
Yes,
and all that.
I do remember that. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it. I just pulled up 50's Instagram, so I see.
Wasn't he selling like insurance? I don't know what T.I. Oh, that was the missing people stuff.
Okay.
Whatever T.I. was doing. I don't know. But anyway, um 50 just blowing smoke. I just feel like, to me personally, I'm from the South, so I could be biased, but I don't think I'm biased. I think I'm just telling the truth. I think in the verses T.I. will buy it 50. That's just me.
I definitely have to agree. And I am very I like all types of music. And music is probably one of the music is therapy to me. So I would have to say I agree. Ti Ti he's not just a cross. He was able to cross over as an artist and make it and have very very big mainstream success. Like he had mainstream success, but also he does still appeal to a more of a street audience as well. And I always, it may sound crazy, but if I can't ride to your music, if I can't bump your music while I'm in my car, then it's a no for me. And I'm not bumping in the club. I'm not bumping Wankster. I'm not bumping Candy Shop. That's not getting no play in my car. I'm not pulling up with Candy Shop on. That's not hot. But you go to, I mean, T.I.'s first album is, that's a legendary piece right there. Yeah. If ASAP come on, yeah, I'm about to crank that up. Oh yeah, they you know what I'm saying? So that's just me. Not taking away anything from 50. It's just I just don't feel like, you a good match for T.I. I feel like T.I. is above you. So
yeah, I think that, and T.I., we know 50 doing his thing in the far as on a showbiz side.
Yeah.
T.I. got experience in that too.
Yeah, T.I. can act.
So
T.I. can act. And they both, you know, I give it to both of them.
For sure.
We talking about these some two talented brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like 50 is ducking them because that would be something that would bring in a huge audience, a versus of 50 and T.I. Oh man,
and T.I., I want to say he definitely, his catalog should be bigger than 50. I think T.I. made more music than 50.
You know, let 50 and 50 might have made a lot of music. Don't get me wrong. I can't sit here and confirm or deny that because I'm not really checking for you like that. Like, you not in my Spotify, brother. Now, I'll say this now. This is my favorite 50 song is Big Rich Town. That's my joint right there.
Man, wore that out on Powers.
I don't care. That's my joint. Outside of that song, baby, that's it. And I'm pretty sure he probably like, I'm pretty sure people gonna say, oh, you sleeping on him, you sleeping on. Nah, I don't think so. He just, you know, he's more of a commercial artist. He makes really, you know, he's just a crossover artist. I think he appeals to a broad audience, which there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, it is what it is. You know, don't duck him. I feel like you ducking him, 50.
He finna duck. 50 ain't finna do nothing that you feel like he ain't gonna be on top.
Yes.
You're not gonna do it.
Yes.
I don't think he's just gonna risk it like that.
He's trying to make it seem as if he's above
he's
it. But
above
nah,
it.
I don't think so.
And if you about your craft,
let's show. Yeah, let's see it. Moving on. Let me see. What was the next? All right. So let's go ahead and get into child, the whole NFL Super Bowl halftime. Jay-Z, we trying to figure out, baby, why you had this, whatever this was on this stage, this Bad Bunny. Child, let's just get into it. Let's just go on.
Yeah, you know, we spoke about him before, but if you want to go outside of all that, you know, ain't nobody mad at, you know, multicultural music. Like, we're not shutting, you know, other cultures' music out, but I don't care what nobody say. That halftime show was hot garbage. Period. Like, that's just me. Y'all can crucify me all y'all want. Halftime show was hot garbage. Just like that, garbage. Don't like it. It was boring. Even if, yeah, of course, I don't know what in the world he was saying, but the beats, all that, it no.
Well, let me ask you this. On when we speak about, you know, what do you feel when you say we didn't know what he was saying? Those of us that don't speak Spanish, what do you feel about that? About, you know, the native, well, I won't say native, but the official language of the United States of America is English. Do you think that it was appropriate that they had a Spanish speaking artist that only performed every song in Spanish at the Super Bowl halftime show? This is the National Football League. So what are your thoughts about that? Do you think do you feel like it was even appropriate that was the way that they went?
I don't think it was appropriate, but we both know the games that get played in this industry.
Yeah.
So that's just, you know, that's just my opinion on it. But if you want to take all that aside, if you want to move all that aside, it was garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
It wasn't.
I wasn't about to watch that. Like, it just, I turned it off. I'm not trying to be rude. I just was not going to watch that. And then also, this particular artist, you know, some of the imagery that he displays, I'm not for any of that. I'm not for men with makeup on. I'm not for men putting on dresses, skirts. I'm not for men over here talking about they gender fluid and all this other extra stuff that y'all be on. I'm not for any of that. So therefore, it was not on in my house. And also, I'm very old school. I can't understand what you saying. That stuff not about to be blasted in my house. I don't know what you saying. You could be speaking curses and that stuff being played in my house. I got children. Absolutely not. Unacceptable. Not doing it.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, and we spoke about Bad Bunny before.
And got drugged.
And got drugged.
Okay. But look, listen,
I don't care about none of that.
But listen, that was one of our most watched videos. Yeah. And it had very high engagement. So y'all go back and check that video out. Yeah, go back and check that video out. Yeah, we had people mad, but I mean, you know, this is America. Yeah. And we are entitled to our opinion.
Thank you. Just like everybody else entitled to theirs. But like I said, even if y'all want to throw that up, I'm taking that out. It was garbage.
Thank you.
Period. It was garbage. Worst halftime show
ever.
But if you want to bring that in, I'm right with you. But if you want to take that out, it was still trash.
Yeah, and you know, there's like I said, I love all types of music, and that he just don't do it for me. And that's just what it is. And I'm trying to figure out where Jay-Z thought that was the right move.
Jay-Z is a pine.
Puppet, sell out.
He doing what his boss telling him.
Whatever they tell him to do.
That's it.
But you know, our people, black people, have made him. They made him and his wife. You know that they quote unquote goals. They quote unquote what we need to strive for. I don't think so. No,
not at all.
No. But you know, us as a people, we put this man up in the air. But is he showing that he looking out? No. And I'm not saying we needed another black entertainer for the halftime show. That's not what I'm not saying that at all. No. I enjoy country music. Y'all could have put a country artist up there. Y'all could have they could have paid homage to country music and did a variety of country artists. And I'm talking about from all backgrounds, black country artists, white country artists, Spanish, Native, like y'all could have did this right here. What y'all did was absolutely no. And then God forbid anybody speaks out against it. Oh, y'all just stuck in y'all ways. Y'all just want all this hippity hop stuff. No, it ain't even about that. It's not about that. Y'all could have had Carrie Underwood up there and I would have been jamming. I would have been straight with that. I'm just keeping it real. You know, I am Southern girl. So I like country music. That would have been straight for me. Now, I probably wouldn't have been, you know, I'm not too much into today's pop. But if y'all would have threw it back with some old school pop artists, I might have been all right with that. But anyways, man, Jay-Z, like, bro, this dude here.
He constantly showing us and playing in our face.
Man, all the time.
And getting used.
Yes.
Jay-Z ain't running nothing.
No.
I can promise y'all that.
No. And then they said that, and he was, I'm not going to say they said, because I also saw it myself. He was there. He was there with the children. Beyonce was not there. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if she's trying to distance herself. Baby, it's too late. Yep, it's too late. You can't sit here and say that you ain't know what your husband was doing. They've been married for a good while. Let me ask you this. You know what your wife be doing?
Yeah, I know what my wife be doing.
Do she know what you be doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so how we trying to play like we don't know? Like,
we know what that's about.
Man, so
she can try to play that if she won't, and of course she gonna have her silly fans, the Beehive, that's gonna eat that up. Nah, she don't need to be. That girl is in the industry too. She
a part of it. Yeah. She a part of the machine. She a part of the problem. You know, so it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before this stuff completely just unravels. They said Trump was there. I don't know how accurate that was. I didn't do too much deep diving into that. They tried to say that he was there and then he got up and left during the halftime show. I don't know. I don't know about all that. But look, Trump out here trumping per usual. Look, I feel like since we have started this channel, we have always had to talk about Trump.
Yeah, boy, Trump look. Trump be doing it. Trump be on social media. Like Trump be active. He been active since he became president.
Both times.
It's gonna
Okay.
be all 4 years.
Look, he gives us content. But yeah, so anything else about I mean, look, that's just
There ain't really nothing to talk about. We wasn't a fan. Like when they announced this dude was gonna be the Super Bowl, that was a video for us.
We did our research. We wanted to
Yeah.
see who he was and what he was about. And he don't stand for anything that
he you know, he
he
for the rainbow, he
yeah,
for all
all
that.
that immoral activity. Nah, I'm not. Nah, we good on that. But okay, so moving on to our next topic. I was trying to make sure we stay on point. The next topic, I believe. Oh yes. Uh, Glorilla and her sister. I think she goes by. Oh, what does she go by? I think her real name is Victoria. Oh, Scarface. Scarface Woods or something like that. What she go by? Now, I don't know why people are saying that was her twin sister. I don't know if that's accurate, but they look so much alike.
They do look alike. I don't know about twins and all that, but they look alike.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
like
strong,
them genes is strong. But this has been a story that's been circulating. And really quick, you has showed me a video of Glorilla speaking on the phone with her mother. There's also a video of Glorilla exposing a text message from her mother. The text message is really weird. It's like who mom talks to their child that way. It was like really like, I don't know, it was just weird. It was just, I don't know, almost like it was fake, so to say. So I don't know. It was like she was coached. Like the text message was like coached. And then when the phone call that I heard, that kind of sounded coached as well. Like basically PR, damage control, because the whole situation just looks bad. It just looks bad, period. Whatever your family business y'all got going on, that needs to be done in the shadows. We don't need to know nothing about what y'all got going on. I don't agree with what her sister did at all. That is trash behavior.
Absolutely. Like I told you before, that's why I didn't look deep into this, because I'm pretty sure I know every culture have their own thing, but I know my culture. I know my black folks, and we know how family get down. I come from a big family on both sides of my family, and I'm just keeping it G. There's always somebody on the family that you just don't fool with like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that's just being real, and black folks know that if you got one person, you might be that person that's putting in work in your family, and you end up becoming successful. It's always that one in your family with their hand out that they feel like something should be given to them.
Yep, that they deserve it. And you being nice, you talking about one. Shoot, some families, it be multiple people that got that mentality.
Exactly, and we know how nasty and grimy your own blood could get, and we love our folks, but it's just the truth. Everybody, every family member, you may love them, but you're not gonna get along with them. You're not gonna agree with nothing they do.
Say that.
And you just don't rock with them. You gonna fool with them like that because they always on some bull. And that's just the bottom line.
Yep.
I got family like that.
Yep. And it's like,
as soon as they call, you ignoring they call, like you not gonna answer.
Because you already know what they're calling for. And then it's like, I don't really deal with you, but as soon as you see me shining just a little bit, you got your hand out thinking I owe you something. You don't even mess with me on the regular. You don't even call me and be like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Nothing.
It won't be how you doing or none of that. It's what you ain't doing. Like they just entitled. You know what I mean? And
what happened to people? What I see a lot going on in our community is we lack pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not prideful people anymore. It's like we don't have no integrity anymore. Like, I wish I would be online begging or even allowing people to see me like broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that broke type of behavior. Like, I just couldn't do it. Like, I got too much. Like, nah. Like, if my sister ain't looking out for me, then it is what it is.
Right.
I would never bring her. Like, nah, man.
And that's the thing. You know, no, we don't know what Glorilla and her family doing. We're not painting Glorilla as a saint.
No, absolutely not.
You know, of course, if I came in huge, I'm gonna try to look out to who I want to look out for.
Yeah.
But
we don't know what's going on. And she could be dead wrong, but what I'm saying is, even if she's dead wrong, you don't need to like air it out.
I'm not finna, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
No, the sister ain't right, because you're not going to, if you love your folks and you know, bottom line, they may not be doing right or whatever, I'm still not finna air you out.
Exactly.
On, you know, this how this girl eat. I'm not finna air you out.
Right.
On social media, when you know that's her image.
Yes.
Her image is everything right now.
Yes.
And I don't know what sense that make anyway, because if her image go down, she ain't getting no money, and she
for sure ain't finna get nothing.
But that's just how your own blood operate, because if they feel like they down, then you need to be down with them.
Yes.
And that's just a grab in a bucket mentality that our Black folks, that we just refuse to break them curses that be on our bloodline. Yes. So I do not agree with the sister, because that was foul, no matter what Glorilla doing. And see, this girl was in that industry tough.
Yes.
And she under Yo Gotti label, and we already know.
Yo Gotti do not be moving right. He moving very shady.
So you fool around, these folks be sacrificing folks, and you just made it easy.
I know we know who on the chopping block. And then the way she be crashing out, they can paint any type of picture and say anything happened to her. And everybody's gonna run with, well, you know, she was just online talking crazy. Like, you just, man, look, you got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. You know, this girl Glorilla, you know, she got a lot of symbolism and Illuminati stuff tatted on her body. You know, she has been photographed throwing up different symbolism. I mean, so, and anybody that's in that industry, you already know what time it is.
You know what time it is. That's just that industry, period. And just because y'all favorite artists, these people, they had to work off what they're quote unquote gifted, and all these is, they get advances through, oh, I'm gonna gift you a Cadillac or a Benz or whatever. They got to work that back off. So it may portray like these folks run around here all this money. They ain't got that much money as y'all think they do.
Right.
They got to pump out them albums.
Yeah.
All that extra stuff is just PR. They have to look a certain type of way. Mm-hmm. That's how they've been doing this for a long time. I spoke about this before in another video. That's just PR. That's how they get implanted. All that stuff get implanted in our brain. Mm-hmm. That way, if we come up, what we run around here doing, buying cars and all this extra stuff. Just spending money. Yeah. And then we end up broke. Mm-hmm. And not putting our people on, not changing our family dynamics for the next generation and all that, because we trying to be like what they've been pushing on TV with these celebrities. Mm-hmm. That's all that it is. These people, yeah, she might got a few dollars, but what I'm saying is she ain't got no 50 M sitting in her bank account. It don't work like that.
Nope.
So you can have your hand out all you want, and then you just slander this girl on social media. That's not cool.
Like releasing videos of her getting into fights, into altercations, and getting beat up, and just like, it's really sad. Like, it's really sad. So yeah, man, look, it don't matter if you got success, money, whatever, you know, Black people gonna be Black folks, Black families gonna move how they move. It don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. This from the beginning of time is gonna be to the end of time too, of how Black folks move. So that just, you know, that's just my my point of view of that. So,
All right. So moving on to, let me see who is up next. Let's go ahead and let's get into this. Your boy. Oh boy, Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb and well, I would have never thought we'd be saying this. Corey Holcomb versus OG Darlene Ortiz.
look, I know I didn't said it a few times on our show. I'm a big fan of Corey.
This child know he loves his dog. Corey Holcomb, Lord have mercy.
And my co-hosts tell me that all the time. But with that, I gotta tell the truth. Even though I'm a fan of them, I know their show comes on tonight.
I will be tuning in.
Yeah, I hope Darlene on there. I think Corey's kind of crashing out on that. I kind of didn't see that part. I ain't gonna lie. I watched majority of the show, and I think everything popped off at the end, but I didn't see it. I ain't gonna even lie. But would you say that would happen?
So he was asking Darlene to hold up a shirt. Now, we don't know what shirt it was, but if you watched his previous show, he had that shirt with the with Anton and the mama, or Anton and his wife and his daughter, but they all had like monkey faces or something. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming whatever the other shirt was, it was something similar to that. You know what I'm saying? Or if it was the same shirt, I don't know. But Darlene was doing something with her phone, and basically, you know how if you really don't want to do something, you kind of make yourself kind of busy, like I'm doing something, but it really ain't doing nothing. You just don't want to do it. Yeah. It was kind of like one of those type of deals. Corey went off. Like, he just went off. He was like, "Oh, you don't want to do it. All right, he said something to the, not word for word, but he said something like, people basically only rock with you when the things are good, or like when things is up, but they not really like down with you." That's kind of like to that effect of what he was telling her. Mm-hmm. Then he went on to say, if you don't want to do it, I get somebody else to do it. I get another B to do it. And he was like, he looked at the time, and he was like, if it wasn't so late, I could get another B up here now to do it. Like, and so Darlene was just like, wow. Like, everything that he was saying, she was just wow. And like I said, it was a small clip, but it was so intense, what happened. Just a short period of time of all that. And then next thing you know, Darlene was gone, and they did the closing with the rap. And when they did the rap, Corey rapped about it. And he was saying like, if she won't do it, get another B to do it, or something like that, how the rap went. Let me stop, because it's not funny, but yeah, so that's what happened. And it's just like, Corey, why is you crashing out on Darlene of all people? Like, why are you being that disrespectful? And then she's a woman, and then you already got this stuff going on in the circulating all over social media that you done muff a woman in the face, and then you go and do this. Come on, Corey.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like Darlene solid. She a day one. She been up there with him for 16 years. That whole entire show, like the length of it, her and Craig. So we all saw that basically Anton went up in there and acted a fool. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they stood behind you with that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I just feel like, as a fan, Corey need to tighten up on his unity. Like, he needs to. They need to be strong, because I remember when he was fussing at Darlene when he was telling her she should never told Anton anything, mm-hmm. Any type of business. So stuff like that, nobody else shouldn't be able to walk up in there. They should be tight knit crew, tight unit. You know what I mean? Because they done been through a lot. There's a lot of other older, old hosts that been on the show and now gone, and it's been, just them three for a minute now. Make the unit tight. You don't need to be nobody else. If I think if they get guests, they all need to somewhat vet them out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Just to protect each other, because all three of them have images to protect.
Absolutely.
So I think Corey need to clean that up, and he the OG, just be that leader in that aspect, of his team. Because I think the show is solid.
Yes.
But Corey do go left sometimes. He do be tripping, and I feel like he be tripping on the ones that's really in his corner.
And I know that you've been watching Corey Holcomb for a long time. So in your opinion, what do you think? Do you think that have you let me rephrase that. Have you seen them have a falling out like this to this magnitude before?
They didn't fell out a few times before. They didn't fell out. I mean, but
him calling her out of her name.
I don't remember all that. You know what I mean?
You don't like not to that.
Not to this extent. It could have been in his eyes, but not to that extent. But I think everything's still a little sensitive now. You know what I mean? Because they all still trying to regroup from the whole Anton thing.
And one thing that stuck with me was the energy that Anton went in there with, and some of the things that he said that was very telling and derogatory toward the relationship of Corey and his co-host. And it's like everything that he said is now you're seeing it come true.
Right.
Like y'all really allowed this man to come in there and speak word spells over y'all situation, and now y'all actually living out what he said. It's just so unfortunate, man. It's very unfortunate. But I hope that they can get past this and they can patch it up, and Corey can learn. Like he gotta and start accepting accountability for his actions, for some of the things that he's doing. We ain't saying Corey needed like become soft or change or anything like that, or I'm not saying that, but he need to chill out. Like, cause you crashing out on the people that's really rocking with you, that's in your corner through your craziness.
Right. Yeah, I definitely agree. And this is prime example of this is why, everybody need to protect their energy. Can't nobody just walk up in your house, your space, crashing out and leaving, because all them demons they came up with, they linger around.
Yep.
This is the unseen forces.
There you go.
That we battle every day.
Yes. Like, so, I ain't even trying to like be doing the most, but they should have had he should have prayed over that place. That place needs to be thoroughly cleansed inside out after Anton left. Like on some real stuff. Like for real.
Exactly.
Like you gotta protect your energy. You gotta protect like your aura, like what's around you.
And I think Corey is still kind of mad and thrown off.
Yes, absolutely.
So, and I think the reason I think he acting like that because all that's still lingering. And he hurting the folks that really rock with him.
I saw a clip from his show, because I didn't watch the full show, but I saw a clip of him saying like he's been losing shows and stuff, like opportunities and stuff behind this. Yeah. So heck yeah, he crashing out.
So yeah, man. Like I said, I hope to see them on the show. I don't want to see them fighting like that for real. Yes, and I seen them argue. I mean, it's almost like it's like they family, you know what I'm saying? But what just happened on this Anton stuff, I don't think that never happened before. And so this is like all this domino effect that's coming after it, and that's just because of his energy. Anton ain't right.
And he's still like, I'm still seeing stuff that he doing. Like he's still crashing out and stuff. Not that he's important or anything, but he is though.
And I know he have his fan base, and you know, I'm not talking about his fan base. And that's just my opinion. I'm talking about him. He ain't right. For a person to get up on and saying what he don't believe in and all this extra stuff, they ain't right. You know what I'm saying? We know Corey crazy. Corey do some off the wall stuff, but 90% Corey, what Corey be saying is true. His delivery might be off on a lot of things where it might rub people the wrong way. I always say that, but he be coming with the truth. Corey just be tripping sometimes.
Yes.
But Anton just ain't right. And when somebody come in your space like that, and this happens every day, our people, like whether we believe it or not, let somebody cut you off in traffic. You fool around and be mad all the way to the house.
Yeah.
Because they just, that's how the demon operate. That's how the devil work.
And this is like on a huge scale. So this has really thrown this man completely off his, like he can't see straight right now. You know, based on that.
Or the supervisor made you mad at work. That's finna throw your day off. Because stuff becoming a domino effect. Supervisor made you mad. Could be right before you leave work. Now you on the road mad. Now you road raving somebody. And these days, everybody acting crazy. Folks taking lives. You know what I'm saying? Off of somebody else because somebody else's attitude was wrong. You know what I mean?
This is a big fallout for him. This is a big fallout. This is big. Like, it's one thing to go and attack the people that came in and messed up the dynamic between you, your co-host, your money, all of that. But to go after the people that's in your corner, that's a whole different. That's different. You know. Right. But it goes back to what you just said. It's because he got thrown off.
He got thrown off, yeah.
And I did see Darlene, her response to everything. And it was one thing that she said that really resonated with me when she was like, you know, when you recognize that somebody's going through something and they're lashing out, and it's not something that you did personally. It's just that they're going through something. She was like, you can empathize with them. You can have empathy, but that doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it acceptable. It doesn't make their behavior acceptable. That spoke volumes to me when she said that, you know. It's like, yeah, I see you going through it, but the way you treated me, that ain't cool. And I'm just hoping that they had that type of conversation, that she was able to, and he was receptive of it. Like he actually received that. That's what I'm hoping for, you know. I'm sure there's room for forgiveness, and I'm sure there's room in her heart for forgiveness, but there should be room in his heart and his mind for growth. Right. He has to grow as a man, you know. And like Corey, we get it. You know, you mad. Shoot, I be mad to somebody, like, you messing with how I eat.
Right.
Like when you start messing with people money and how they put food on the table, how they keep a roof over their head, folks start spiraling.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know.
But yeah, I would like to see the band back together. I know they tight in real life. You know, I know we only looking at them for an hour and a half, maybe, but behind closed doors, they tight. So hopefully, you know, they had that conversation behind closed doors, and hopefully, you know, she back up on the show.
Yeah, we'll see. They should be coming on pretty soon. And so yeah, we'll definitely touch back on that. We'll get back to that story probably tomorrow, because you know they'll be airing tonight. And our last story, you guys, thank you for being, those of y'all that are still here with us. We got one more story to get to, and that is the tragic loss of Lil Jon's son. This came out of nowhere.
I know, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Lil Jon. You know, Lil Jon and Eastside Boys. You know, they had they run.
What?
They had they run.
What? Especially for us, you know, like in our little age group, man. Please.
So I hate that happened, but I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not trying to get on this conspiracy and all that type of stuff. But when I was hearing the whole situation, it just didn't sound right to me. I'm sorry.
I mean, it is very bizarre. Like it is. And when I first heard it, I told you that it reminded me of that story of that CDC doctor, black CDC doctor that left work. And the whole story is that he left work. He had something that he wanted to release, that he wanted to tell. Left work, went home, and basically left the house, left his house, left his wallet, his keys, left his dog, and then next thing you know, they found him in a river or something. And then this boy got found in a pond, and it's just very strange circumstances. And they tried to say that he basically took his own life. That's what they were saying about that CDC doctor. And when I heard this about this boy, it just made me think about that and how it just don't sound right. Now they keep throwing up this mental.
Yeah, they can miss me with all that because that's where they losing me at, because I didn't see him on, whatever events the celebrities go to, red carpet, whatever. I didn't see the boy on there, and he was talking about, how he was a DJ. He wanted to be like his dad, but he had his own, following his own path of, far as what he think is hot right now and all that, and look how much Lil Jon was proud of him because he was following his footsteps and all that. You don't just go get bizarre mental help overnight, and they say this boy ran out the place with no clothes on, no phone, and you just run in the pine. I don't think that's cat. I'm sorry.
I mean, and I know you don't know nobody's day, you know what I'm saying, when they gonna get called to come up off this earth. But this really came left field, especially like how y'all said, like all of a sudden, he was, suffering from mental illness and all that. It's like, since when?
Thank you.
And then this also reminds me of Regina King, her son. They said that he, took his own life, and it was, mental illness. So everybody crazy.
Everybody went around crazy. Man, get up out of here with that, man. And,
that industry is wicked. I mean, condolences. I saw the video, and I'm assuming that was like his family. I don't know if his mother was out there, but they were weeping and wailing. That's hard, man.
Yeah, that's hard.
That is tough.
That boy ran up in there in the pine and
oh my goodness. You could hear it, like you could feel that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could feel it. And the way that they were receiving the information that, he was gone, it wasn't like, how if somebody been battling with something and if something happens to them, it's like it still hurt, but it's kind of like, you kind of saw it coming.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. I think they just threw it out there. Of course, they say no foul play. Of course,
they very quick, very, very, very quick to say that. Oh, real quick. And I did. This is a bonus story that connected with this story. When they said this boy was missing, they were talking about Savannah Guthrie, which I know you don't know who that is, but those of y'all that know who she is, she's a big journalist on the Today Show. Her mama was missing. Her mama still missing, and they trying to extort her, trying to get money. They were asking for like $6 million ransom, and they still can't find. So I'm like, what is going on in entertainment right now? Folks coming up missing, then they getting found in ponds. Then we got this woman mama missing. These people talking about $6 million, or you ain't gonna see your mama no more. Like, what is look? At the end of the day, let me just bring it down. Distractions. You big on what you be big on, but I'm big on distractions. They got your mind all over the place. What's really going on? Mississippi still ain't got power and water and whatever else going on in Mississippi. I heard in Kentucky they still got school closed down.
And they've been saying that ice fake. Folks been putting the lighters to it and all that.
It's just a lot going on, man. I
wouldn't be surprised they creating storms and all that extra stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I ain't trying to get deep off and all that, but regardless of the fact, folks' mama was missing, folks' sons is deceased.
Yes.
Rest in peace to him.
Yes, that is really
sad. I don't believe in the mental health. I don't believe in none of that. So rest in peace to him. Shout out to Mississippi, my folks down there. So I already know the conditions the state is in, and for the people that's still going through something, stay prayed up, and my prayers are sent out to y'all for them. And you say who else? Kentucky.
They said it was schools in Kentucky still closed down. That was one of the little weather channels I like to watch. Yeah, so because you had a lot of people was like, oh, the storm wasn't that bad, and they just wanted to get people to get money. Well, it was that bad for some folks. Some people really got it was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad for some people.
It was bad for my folks. I know for sure it was bad because the lights was out for a minute.
Yeah, and it was cold. Yeah, and the roads was bad. So it was bad for some people. So if it wasn't bad for you, consider yourself blessed. But hey, all I got to say is a lot going on. Make sure y'all houses is in order.
Yeah, make sure, and we say that all the time. And not to keep adding on to stuff. I think we said it last video. I can't even remember, but is a lot of kabooming in this air.
A lot of these unexplained booms.
Yeah, it's big booms. Y'all can research that.
They don't know what it is, man.
They don't know what it is, but I feel like they know what it is. I think these other countries, whoever is sending them bombs over here, and I think they getting intercepted.
And that's the boom.
That's just me.
It's a theory.
I could be completely wrong.
It's a theory.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's just me. But what I'm saying is, y'all government ain't gonna tell y'all nothing.
No,
they gonna have you with the Lil Jon and everything else.
Yes, all these
Super Bowl, and just to keep us focused on that, and we don't know what's going on, outside of basically our border. So,
and we don't bring these stories of what's going on in the entertainment world to be a part of the distraction. We talk about these things because a lot of this affects our community and how we move. Exactly. So we just try to bring awareness to certain things that go on within our own households. Everybody got a relative like Glorilla's sister. The rivalry in the Black community. We can't come together. We always got to be going against each other. So that's why we bring these stories, not to distract you, but to just enlighten you on how we can do better as a community, but also to wake y'all up that all of these stories are distractions. Exactly. There's always something going on behind the scenes, and so we got to keep our head on a swivel. We got to stay rooted and grounded in that word. We got to get our houses in order. You got to make sure, don't wait until they say a storm is coming or anything to make sure you got food in your house. You shouldn't be running to the store when any type of something is coming. You should already have what you need when you need it at the house, period. Yep. Got extra money. It's tax time. So don't y'all be out here going to finance no car that you cannot afford. And then come May, that mug get a repo. Right. We need to stop that, Black folks.
Exactly.
Use that money wisely. Shoot, if you can find you a piece of land for the cheap, go in with some people. Go in with your family. If all y'all getting 5,000 here, 8,000 here, 10,000 here, you add that money together. Go get you a half an acre of land. You don't even need a lot. Right. Invest, y'all. We gotta wake up. We gotta come together. We gotta be united. We just gotta do better. So.
Because when it comes to y'all government say lights out, we need somewhere to run to. But y'all know our folks ain't got it. Everybody can't be cramped up in no apartment, and ain't nobody house big enough. And if your folks do got it, more power to y'all. I'm happy,
man.
But I'm just talking about for the majority.
Man, come on now.
So
while y'all worried about why you worried about who performing at the Super Bowl and all this other stuff, like on some serious stuff, get it together, man. Start having them conversations with your people, though. Like, for real, this is the perfect time. Like I said, it's tax time. Use that money wisely.
Yep, and if half of y'all, because we know our folks, half of y'all found, well, I was trying. Just get with the one that was
they can do it,
sure.
And that's willing to do it. We just talked about that. Everybody in the family don't.
We know. It's an outdog family.
So you look, don't present it to them. Let them do what they do. But the ones that halfway got some sense, y'all had these conversations, man. Invite them over to your house, y'all. have a conversation over some drinks or over a game of spades or dominoes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, just have these type of conversations because it's a lot going on, and these are some crazy distractions. Like, they just like all over the place. So I feel like something's coming. You can feel it.
Right.
You know. So yeah, we had fun. We love doing these lives.
Oh yeah, these lives are true. I enjoy them. So for sure, yeah. Yeah, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Like I say always, stay prayed up.
Yes.
And we out.